And yes, while it can be acknowledged that a majority of the accounting and auditing work can be done through the plethora of new softwares and everything's gone digital, etc., one cannot deny that when one has to close the books, when things like inventory counting, etc., have to be done, an individual needs to be physically present, be it the account head of the company or the auditor, among many other individuals. So do you think that, the accounting community, the auditing community, companies will be able to do so, at least the bigger guys, without any hindrance? Will they be able to close their books come, on the 31st of March?
Yeah, as you rightly mentioned that this is a tough time for everybody, and including the accountants, the chartered accountants, the auditors, and even who are working in the companies, that how to close the accounts in this pandemic kind of a situation. But I can tell you that when you are talking about the stocks, the inventory valuations and the physical verification of the stock, I can tell you that there are the mechanism available in the auditing standards and the accounting standards, which we all follow. There are the provision in relation to the rollback and the roll forward. By virtue of that, they can always, like even in this present situation, it is not the case that today on the 31st March, all the chartered accountants or the auditors are going to the exact location of the physical inventory for the larger companies specifically, because we have certain risk parameters. So based on that risk parameter, even if you have, say for example, you have a stock valuation available, physical verification available on the 1st of March, with the adding of the purchase and sale, you can reach to the conclusion of a reasonable conclusion of the value, which will be there on the 31st March. So it is just to share with you that a perception which is there in the everybody's mind, that you have to be there for the 31st March, every auditor is there on the physical verification side. This is not the right perspective. All these, whether this accounting standard or the auditing standard, have the suitable, I will say the guidance available for taking care of all these aspects, even which we are today facing in the case of a pandemic.
Okay, all right. Mr. Gupta, what sort of issues would, CAs, accountants face because we are in this lockdown and we have to close the accounting books, we have to close the year and budget, of course, for the next financial year, that's FY21. What sort of issues do you expect companies could go through?
Rather, because this was being discussed even in your previous questions to somebody else, that you were discussing about that whether this financial year being extended or not. I can tell you that giving the extension to the financial year is not a solution. The solution which was already being given by the various regulators, that you have to give a ease of compliances of the various dates. Say, for example, there was a date of the SEBI to file your audited financial statement by 31st May that has been extended to 30th of June. Same way, you have to comply with the various income tax provisions or the RBI provisions. All dates are being extended. So that was what was required, was to give a extension to the compliances which we have to complete by after the end of the financial year. That is 31st March 2020. Now, I give you the n number of example. I can give you the n number of example. If you will extend the date, what will be the scenario? Just to share with you, the first one is a comparative view of the financial statement. Last year, you prepared a financial statement for 12 months. Now, this year, you will be preparing, in case there will be extension, for the 15 months. Whether that will be a comparable financial statement, the answer is no. Even the next year, it will be the 9 months. So, one investor who wishes to invest on the money in one or the particular company, whether he is having the comparable financial statement, the answer is no. Same way, there are the number of requirements at the domestic and the international level that you have to prepare a quarterly results. So even if you will increase this period for 15 months, you have to prepare your quarterly results for the 31st March. So anyway, you are going to prepare the books and the other reports, even the physical verification or the stocks, the net realizable value of the stock, which we used to say in the accounting standard 2, that you have to be there. Now, what will happen that today the corona impact is maybe, God bless us, that it will end by 15th of April and finally you will be going back to the work and you will be able to smoothly close the financial year. But please see that in case I'm increasing my this financial year by 30th of June, what will happen? That the loss of that particular year will add into the particular this financial year itself. So what will happen? The 1920 financial result will be having a kind of a negative impact on that. And now coming to the next one is about that IT systems. What will happen with the IT systems? Today you have the SAP, you have the ERPs, and the larger companies are using all these softwares to prepare their accounts, and they have to having a closing kind of a. So you have to have some kind of a IT applications available in a system which is giving a yearly closing. Now what will happen? Suddenly there may be a chance that it will increase the cost even to the industry. That in case you have to realign your softwares to see that it will be the 15-year ending rather than the 12 months ending. So I have number of other aspects related to that. What will be the challenge to the industry? And even if you will increase the dates, in any case they have to go for a quarterly closings. They have to prepare the comparative financial statement. So any specific purpose will not be achieved in case you are increasing to this 15 months. The alignment of the various law which was required, I can tell you that that is already being achieved, whether it is the income tax law, GST law, or even I will say the Companies Act and so on.
Okay, very comprehensive. Thank you so much, sir, for giving us your take on the issues that could come across and how, the whole auditing community as well could sort of cope, amidst this entire situation.